Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Greek Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to Akim and Akwat out there pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. The title of this lesson, as you can see, we got iCloud back too, so call all Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for that, because yesterday was all messed up. It's back. So again, all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for that. So the title of today's lesson is UFO sightings are sweeping the USA. All right, once again, UFO sightings are sweeping the USA. All right, Babylon, right? And this comes from, so today, the spirit was on me. I wanted to touch, I've been wanting to touch on the chariots for a little bit. Now I've got a bunch of, man, I think, I actually even have something saved about it. Let me go check the phone real quick. Because there was this video I saw just recently. They said it's the most, how'd they say it? The most, best visual representation that they have of UFOs, so-called UFOs. We'll get into what they really are in just a moment. Most of you brothers and sisters already know. It's a good refresher. Let me go to my saved stuff somewhere around here. The most detailed analysis. Let me open this up somehow. Bear with me just a moment, Slakia. I just want to make sure we can get this. How do I share this? Copy link. And then I have the same browser on my phone. So that's really good, because now it should pop up right here. That's the one. Alrighty. Oop. As I accidentally end up throwing my mic out of alignment. Alright. So bear with me just one moment. Alright. Alright, we're back. Slack you for that. Ended up going to that Madden post I ended up having. So I had to go and just manually type it out. And also I just had to go ahead and log out of the accounts because I'm sick of blurring it every time it's up there. So, I also got to put a note. What in the world? What in the world? The hell was that all about? That was wild. Anyway, I thought that was, I was about to be pissed for a minute. So Slakia for that. The computer, Satan's making his presence known. All right, that he's fucking around with shit. So let me go ahead and type this in. Blur at like 2-minute mark. All right, Reddit. Get my username out of there. I'm sick of it popping up. So, not that I'm worried about y'all brothers and sisters, but there's weirdos. All right. So anyway, here we're back here. But here's the video that I wanted to touch on, right? And the one I wanted to make this lesson about, originally was this map here. But this is something I had saved that I want to touch on. And I said, hey, well, while we're talking about chariots, I might as well grab this information here. So, breaking, this is from Strange Earth. It's a Reddit, all right, a subreddit. I'm not sure all what it's about. I guess it's, it's bugged out. Aliens, UFOs, cryptozoology, ancient aliens. No, okay. You don't even... This whole time they're trying to find out about ancient aliens, they think it's a little green men. All right, little green men from outer space. Little green men from outer space. Yeah. Okay, this is ridiculous now. What is going on here? This is nothing short but Satan. It's literally like someone's just coming up and just like closing all the pages at once. Either that or Esau's on some shit. Ha ha ha. We get the laughs. Ha ha ha, Esau. We get it. But anyway, hopefully that doesn't keep on happening. We're going to get it regardless. So, the shitty thing is every time it happens, we got to reload all the videos. Alright, so here we are. Let's watch the video before it goes and does its thing. So it says, breaking, a detailed analysis of the flyby UFO video shows passengers sitting in the cabin and hand-holding the camera. This video is called The Best UFO Footage, which can be the greatest leak. Okay, so this is considered to be the greatest UFO footage. What the hell is even going on here, man? Come on. This is ridiculous. What is it? What even is this, man? God damn. I'm gonna have to restart the computer because this is just ridiculous. It's my keyboard. Let me unplug it and plug it in again. Let me undo the mouse and see what we can do. Maybe it's just glitching out somehow. There it is again, man. There's nothing I'm even hitting. All right, bear with me just a minute. Apparently Satan wants to do his shit, so I don't even know what's going on here. Bear with me just a moment. All right, I think we're back. I think. All right, Lord willing. I don't know what was going on there for a minute. So let's go back. Try to get this video rolling. All right, because I just lost some time because of that. I got to end up, heading out to work here, but so the video is going to be a little bit over time, but I might have to cut it down just a little bit. I was trying to have it go 40 minutes, but it might have to just be 30 now. This is from Strange Earth. It says, breaking, a detailed analysis of the flyby UFO video shows passengers sitting in the UFO cabin and hand-holding the camera. This video is called The Best UFO Footage, which can be the greatest leak. We're going to go ahead and play this clip, all right, and let you watch it real quick here. So this is said to be the greatest UFO footage. It says the Coombras videos, which is a close-up of a craft so close you can see the occupants. It's 100% real, and I was there as it filmed. Roger Lear, this is 100% genuine footage. There was another one that said, there was another thing that I saw, and it says, this is old debunked video. It says, can you post the debunk? Everyone's saying, please post the debunk. I've yet to see one. So, who knows? At the end of the day, Esau messes with a lot of videos, but who knows? If this ain't real, then there's a million other videos that are. But I just wanted to go ahead and share this because I'm a big critic, all right? When I see certain UFO videos put out, I'm like, all right, because I know about all these graphic effects that people like to do. All right, but this one, I don't know. It seemed legit to me. All right, so here you go. So there you have it. All right. Pretty interesting. All right. So, and the other thing I want to touch on, like I said, this was kind of it wasn't really an afterthought, but this is something I had saved and I forgot about it when I was even starting this up. It was, I just remembered this, right when I said I remembered it. So originally it was going to be this, because all I did today is through the spirit, I want to touch about UFOs. So I just typed in UFO. As you can see, this is purple, so that means I read it. Seattle is a hotspot for UFO sightings. It's going to go ahead and do this bullshit. Let me go ahead and disable the VPN. Let me just exit out of that. That should let me in ASAP. Come on. Esau on their games, man. Gets annoying. We know they're just children, though. You got to be patient with children. We get it. Want to, touching the ha. Close all the videos. Yeah, we get it, Esau. We know you're a child. We have to be patient with you. So it says Seattle is a UFO hotspot, and this popped up, and I wasn't really interested in the fact that Seattle is considered a hotspot. That is interesting in itself, but I was more interested in this map they had here. And down here, apparently this map is from the National UFO Reporting Center, or the NURC. And I was like, okay, well, let's go over there. And I clicked that, and it brought me to this page once it decides to load. All right, it brought me to this page. No, thank you. And, of course, you have to click around. If you brothers want to do it, you have to go here and then just go to map. But I guess there's a lot of stuff. It's going to ask you if it can have your location. I'm not going to let it have my location. But you see here, right? and a summary of what was going down. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. All right, we don't need this because we have this. All right, the whole globe, the world. All right, and as you can see, this is Africa right over here. You know, they got some. You know, down here in Johannesburg, they got some. All right, they got some. They got you know, as you look around, there's some. All right, over here in you know, Europe, you got some, right? You got some. I mean, the United Kingdom has quite a few. All right, quite a few. All right, so as you can see, hot spots in London and Birmingham. All right, so let's go and see where else. Everywhere else, not so much. Now let's go all over here. Oh, bam! Look at that. This is the United States. Look at this. Look at even compared to the UK. Look. Bam. That is a lot. And look, and green, where did it say? It was some green means it's recent. Look at how many recent. You got some over here. Not so many recent, right? Not so many recent. Look at how many you got over here. Quite a few of these are recent. But it's mostly between the US and the UK. All right? And down here, and apparently Puerto Rico has a lot too. Puerto Ricans are jakes. How about Mexico? Mexico's got quite a few. Quite a few. Not the most, but quite a few. Hawaii got quite a few as well. Look at this. Boom. Look at how much there is, man. A lot of activity going on over here. Now, if you go and look on that report, all right, it says there's not too much activity going on up here. It says that you know, look, you can see it's light green. Over here, it's where the dark. We'll look over here. Look over here in New York. That's where the brothers are. Woo! Look at how deep red that is. All right, and green. All right, if you go anywhere with lots of brothers, you know, look at how dense. Look at how dense. All right, you know, Arizona and Nevada, right? A lot, especially in Las Vegas. All right, and Henderson. They said these were recent. Let's see. 2017, 2023, 57 sightings. Wow, what is this? Yeah, lots of stuff. So you brothers, you know, you can go and see what's going on, you know, chariot sightings and your activity. So, but we just wanted to show you what's going on. There are a lot, man. There are a lot. Let's go back to U.S. here, Babylon. There are a lot in the United States. All right. Honestly, I can if I could just blow that up and I'll just make that the thumbnail for this lesson, Lord willing. So I want to grab scriptures. That's what we're here for. So we're gonna grab Acts 1 and 9. All right. Actually, we're gonna go from 6. It's supposed to be Acts 6, and let's let the notes fill in here. So Acts 6 through 11. Let's get it. So Acts chapter 1 and verse 6. All right, so you see here there's red letter, all right? So Yahushua is speaking, right? In verse 6 it says, "When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel?" So they're asking Yahushua, right? And he said unto them, "It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth." And when he had spoken these things, who? Yahushua. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. So that's quite interesting, right? It says, "And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, 2 men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? The same Yahushua which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven." So they were talking and speaking with Yahushua, and Yahushua ascended into a cloud. Okay, what does that mean? All right, well, and to understand that, you have to understand that chariots, all right, are UFOs. All right, and it's not talking about going up on a physical cloud. Now it's Yahweh Shemiao Shai at the end of the day. If you wanted to go in a physical cloud, could he go in a cloud? Absolutely. Is that what he went in? No, he went in a chariot. All right, and like we were touching on earlier before, when the video was messing up, Lord willing it don't happen again. Call all Yahweh Shemiao Shai. You know, that page stranger talking about ancient aliens. There are ancient alien, quote unquote, and don't bug out, all right, as you would say, ancient aliens, all right, because there were signs of UFOs and all that stuff, but those aliens aren't really alien. All right, what does the word alien mean? Okay,
alien.
All right, belonging to a foreign country or nation. So these ancient aliens, right, quote unquote, all right, are the angels. All right, they're not, and by no means, all right, but for the bug outs, I knew there was aliens. Calm down. They don't look like this. Okay, these little green men, nanu. No, that's not them. That's not how they look. They don't look like a fucking xenomorph from Alien. That's not how it is. All right, this is not them. This is just some made up bullshit, some filibustering by Esau to make you think that instead of so-called black men, the angels, it's just don't have no fear. It's just little green men from outer space. You know, fucking all that fucking 40s and 50s bullshit with that fucking theremin. You know, they're coming to take over. And all this fucking weird shit. All right, what do you think that is? That's just something to throw you off, man. That's some meat. All right, thrown off to the corner while you running from the prison break, right? So the dog's gonna find the meat and not you. That's what that is. They're just trying to throw you off their trail, man. That's it. That's it. Okay, not their trail, but the Bible's trail. They don't want you knowing that you know, it's really. I mean, think about it. Really sit back and think. Which one sounds worse for Esau's agenda? All right, the truth. All right, there, and you know that the Lord, all right, the Father and the Son are so-called black men. All right, and that the Lord's gonna send His Son back, Yahweh Shai, a so-called black man. All right, he is pissed with the world, and he's gonna destroy all these white people and these heathen nations, completely devastate the United States of America. It would just complete a nightmare in hell for you people. All right. And the chariots are going to be busting people down, shooting down buildings, or, right, hear us out, little green men from outer space that may or may not be friendly. Which one sounds worse? If you were Esau, which one would you go with? You'd make up the little green men. Yeah, it's little green men from outer space. You know, we don't even know what those little flying saucer discs are. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You know what they are. All right, that's why every time one comes around, you're fucking scared as shit, and you send out one of your fighter jets flying right by it. You got 4 or 5 jets on it. Find out what that is. Where's it going? Get rid of it. Kill it. You know, because it's not that you're trying to figure out what it is. You know what it is. That's why you built a space force. Okay, that's why you built a space force, because you think you're gonna fight the Lord and His angels. You're gonna fail. You will attempt to fight the Lord and His angels. You're gonna fail. All right, you're gonna fail. And we can prove that. We can prove that that's what they're going to do. And now my mouse don't work. Ain't that some shit? All right, we can prove that that's what they're going to do. War with him that sat on the horse. All right, this is Revelations 19 and 19. Yeah, so Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast. What is the beast? We can go and get the picture. Let me go and grab it. It's, here it is. What is the beast? All right. The beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO. NATO. Who's that made up of? And I think this might not be so accurate on this one now, because I think this was made a while back ago, and the rest is accurate, but NATO, I think it gained a couple new members. I think it gained Sweden. Is Sweden part of NATO now? It's being integrated. So, for the time being, this NATO section is still accurate. But, you know, I'm gonna have to find this, you know, maybe someone could find this font. Maybe not me, but someone could go in here and just pop. Just type in Sweden. That's all you'd have to do. right? There's enough space down here. There's enough space you can move it down or shrink this or somehow. So it says it was established. So NATO is what? The North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It was established August 4th, 1949, consisting of 19 nations, soon to be 20, right? Maybe. We'll see. The Lord might not allow it to happen. It might just be these 19, right? Greece, Italy, Spain, France, West Germany, United Kingdom, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Canada, Norway, Denmark, Iceland, Turkey, United States, Poland, Hungary, and the Czech Republic. All right? These nations make up NATO, which is the beast. Okay? So now you know what the beast is. All right, now you know what the beast is. If you don't have this image, you can screenshot it. You can look it up. How you can just type in beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, GMS, and it usually pops on up. This just happens to be the highest resolution image that I've been able to find of it. And so yeah, so Revelation 19 and 19. Now you know who the beast is, right? And I saw the beast, NATO, right, and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse, Yahushai, and against his army, the angels. What happened? Hey, we're going to give you a spoiler from the end of the movie. You ready? You ready, everyone? You ready, Esau? You ready for the spoiler? Because we have the script, because Yahushai gave it to us. You want to see how this battle goes? It hasn't even happened yet, and we already know how it's going to go. You want to know? Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, and the false prophet's that the Vatican, right? That Roman Catholic Church, right? It was really the Roman Catholic Church, but the Vatican, the false prophet, right? And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church, that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, because those people that take that mark they've been deceived, all right? And them that worshipped his image, these both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone, that nuclear missile puddle, right? That's what happened. That's that. All right? Roll credits. And there's more after that, but that's the mini movie for your battle against the Lord. How did it go? Well, we had guns and no, it was literally just you tried to fight him and then you just that was it. That was it. Done. Not even probably a second's worth of battle, you know. So it's going to be embarrassing. It's going to be, you Edomites are in general are an embarrassment, man. You think you made the space for? Why do you think they made the space for? Really, think about it. Think about it, guys. Why do you think they made a space force? They're just because you think they're going to be really fighting with little green men? No. These people know. The elites know. You're plain Jane dumbed down Edomite walking around, you know, with a fucking I won't name sports teams. I don't want to offend anybody. You know, but walking around with a stupid baseball hat on, you know, drinking beer. Hey man, you gonna go watch the show? I'm gonna go watch the show tomorrow. You wanna see it? It's gonna be great. They're gonna hit balls. It's gonna be wonderful. You know, it's you think he knows anything that's going down? Started off with a Spanish accent, and I was trying to go with I was trying to go elsewhere, but you know, we're gonna watch this ball today. You want to go see? You know, it's you know your average, you know, New Yorker, right? And no offense to those, brother. I'm talking about those, you know, those Edomite New Yorkers that have been like that since forever. You know, I'm gonna go get me a hot dog and we're gonna watch the game. You know, I'm gonna drink beer. You think he knows anything that's going on? Absolutely fucking not. All right, absolutely fucking not. And we watch sports and stuff, but you know, hopefully you know the exact guy I'm talking about. You know, the finger up his nose, the beer in one hand, hot dog in the other. You know, hey Vinny, did you watch the show the other day? It was great. It was a great show, wasn't it? Me and my wife and my kids are going out this weekend, which is gonna be wonderful. You know, we're gonna go bowling. And, you know, his mind's, you know, not on anything important. All right, and we do those things. We watch football. We might even, if you have the money, you might even go to a game. You can drink beers. Hell, if you want to pick your nose, go right on ahead. But you know, I'm painting a picture of this. You know, the average dumbed down American Edomite. All right, and he might not have that same accent that typical, you know, New Yorker. But you know, wherever he is, all right, it's the same person, man. That dumb, simple Edomite, just ain't got nothing going on in the head. Right, just stupid. All right, just stupid. Walking from one place to another, just for movement's sake. You know, nothing going on in the head at all. All right, nothing going on in the head at all. So, you know, but they don't understand these things. With these elite, these Rockefellers, these Vanderbilts, right? These you know, these people, these little miniature hat crew. All right, the miniature model hat crew. All right, you know what I'm talking about. All right, they know what's going down. They absolutely know what's going on. They're kind of like the scholars of Esau. All right, they're the scholars. They're the smarter ones. All right, they're the ones with all the money too. And I tell you what, if I was an Edomite, I'd be pissed at the Amalekites. All right, I'd be pissed because they're kind of hoarding all the wealth. They're hoarding all the knowledge. All right, nobody else knows what's going down, but they do. They, all the Steins and Bergs, they know what's going down. They have all the money, all the wealth, right? But your regular plain Jane Edomite, all right, Edomite, all right, these dumb mites, all right, don't know what's going down. All right, so of course Bill down the block, fucking chewing on a hoagie. It's great for me, Bill. It's wonderful, or it's great for me, Jim. It's wonderful. I just got a raise. It's wonderful. I'm making 175K a year now. It's wonderful. Beautiful family. You think they know what's going on? No, they're all caught up in the American life. All right, the American life. That's what they're caught up in. They don't know what's going down. They don't even know what the UFOs are. Those some kind of like science fiction thing, eh? What do you think they are, huh? Little green men? I don't know about that. Well, maybe you're right there, Jim. You might have something to your head after all, if you don't think they're little green men. And they're not little green men. It's just some shit that Esau made because it's better to think that it's little green men from outer space coming to probe your butthole than to think of some so-called black men coming back with the Lord and just destroying this place. All right? And just destroying this place. All right? And that's how you know it's a concept of Esau, too, when he made the aliens do weird butt stuff. That's how you know it was made up by Esau, because Esau is weird. Oh, so they're going to be little green men, and they're going to have, like, these weird eyes, and someone from the back, make them do stuff with the butts. What? Make them do stuff with the butts. They stick things in people's butts. What do you mean, man? They're little green men from... Yeah, but they put stuff up people's butts. Put that in there. All right, Tom, if that's what you want. All right, and they probe people's butts to see what to see what they ate or something. They just like touching butts. It's fucking, it's obvious a creation of Esau once you find that out. You think that's what an intelligent outside life form is gonna do? Their first thing is to come into the world and shove things up people's ass. You think that it's obviously a fucking concept by Esau, man. They're into that type of shit. Esau's weird. They're weirdos, man. So they abduct people and they stuff things up their ass. That's what they do. That's their whole agenda. Anything else? Nope. They just, you know what? They abduct cows too, and they leave like little circles on the ground. And but mostly the butt stuff. It's Esau, man. It's Esau and their weird fucking disgustingness. Because they wish there were little green men. They wish there was. They wish there was. Psalms 104:1 through 4. All right, and again, you have to have a spiritual mind about you to understand this. To understand, it's not talking about a physical cloud. All right, you got to learn in context and listen and read and have an understanding of the Bible and what was happening at these times. And then with Elijah, right, and what happened in Ezekiel. There's a lot, man. There's a lot, and it's hard to really even fit in one lesson. But we try to, as much as possible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, at least get those scriptures out to show you, all right, that this concept is not something worldly. All right, but is biblical, all right? And they're not UFOs, all right? They're IFOs. What is an IFO? An identified flying object. Well, if they're an identified, why not just call them by their name? What are they identified as? The chariots of the Lord. So what should they be called? Chariots. Chariots of the Lord. Psalms 104:1. Bless the Lord, O my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covereth thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the cloud his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers, a flaming fire. Okay, he makes his clouds his chariot. What is a chariot? A chariot is a vessel that gets you from one place to another. Now we know, back in the day, there were actual physical chariots as well, but it says here that the Lord makes the clouds his chariot, all right? So when it's talking about chariots or the Lord, all right, and how do you, right there, it said, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So when the Lord is on a chariot, all right, it's talking about those clouds. What are those clouds? UFOs. All right, we know that there's an actual physical, the horse and buggy type thing, and the chariot that would be drawn by a horse. We know there was that as well, but that's not what's being referred to within these scriptures. All right, now, here's one to really rack your brain. This is Zechariah 5:1 through 3. All right, sit back and listen to this one. Zechariah, what time are we at? Zechariah 5:1 through verse 3. And I got to hurry it along, unfortunately. Zechariah 5:1 through 3. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked and beheld a flying roll. A flying roll, right? That's interesting. It says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Now, if we go to cubit, to feet, we go back over here. We can get rid of that now. And so it was 20 by 10. So 20 by 10. 20, so it was about 35 by 17. It was a 35 by 17 foot object. All right, so you interchangeably, if we're going by length and then width, so it was about 30 feet long and around almost 15 to 20 feet, and it says and the breadth thereof 10. So, and of course he's probably eyeballing this right at the time, so give or take a few feet, right? So 30 feet wide, all right, and about 15 to 20 feet. 30, you get about a 5 to 10 feet radius, 30 to 40 feet long, all right, 15 to 25 feet wide, right? Or interchangeable, however it would be, length or width and length, all right? So it was around that side. Now, you take that, you make it into a roll, and think about what you're, what are you seeing? All right, if you even look up 30 by 15. Look up 30 by 15. If you take something that's 30 by 15, all right, for example, this is a hoop for some type of Chinese machine, but the whole thing is that it's 30. Now, it's going to be scaled down because it's not feet, it's 30 centimeter by 10 centimeters. But look, 30 wide, 10 centimeter. Now, if you take that shape, look at this shape in general. What type of shape are you starting to get? Okay, or if you take this tire and you turn it on its side, what type of shape are you starting to get? Look at this tire on its side, and you see that flying through the sky. What type of shape are you starting to get? Okay, what type of shape are you starting to get? Look at this, white oval stone, 30 by 15 millimeter. Take that and put it on its side and make it fly through the air. What are you going to call that? You're going to call that a UFO. Look, it's a UFO. If you even go and look at a UFO, that's literally their dimensions, man. And it was probably, 15 feet high, all right, 30 feet wide, all right? Look at this, okay, or length and width, all right, somehow. I don't know exactly how the measurements went, but look, if you take that same thing and turn it on its side, you get the same rough dimensions, all right, the same aspect. It might not be, 30 centimeters and 30 feet are different, but if you can scale that up as much as you possibly want to, and the shape is going to stay the same, all right? It's going to be smaller height-wise, long width, which makes this oval dome shape, all right, which is what we know the UFOs to look like, okay? Every time you see them, that's how they look, all right? That's how they look, okay? So you can go ahead and say this or that, but it's right in the Bible. When you say a flying roll and you see its actual dimensions, its actual depiction, just like this, yeah, that seems pretty accurate. But you're not going to believe it. If you don't believe it, hey, that's cool. We don't need to, all right? And we don't need to get verse 3. I just needed verse 1 and 2. So, hey, man, it's undeniable once you have, the Spirit working with you, and we're blessed to have it through Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's nothing that we did, all right? It's just a blessing from Yahweh Shem Yahushai that we even understand this truth, right? There's Isaiah 31 and 5. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem, being Israel, right? Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. Okay, so as birds flying, how is the Lord going to defend us? As birds flying. So in the skies, he's going to be defending from the skies. Aerial defense, right? That's what's going to be happening. Aerial defense. So let's continue on. Like I said, unfortunately, I don't have that much time. But let's get, we would have had more if I didn't decide to mess up. But you gotta roll with the punches sometimes, Revelation 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds. clouds, and right, and every eye shall see him. So when the Lord comes back, because the Lord is coming back, right, and these last 3 scriptures are about just that, all right, Yahushua coming back, all right, how's that going to happen? Revelation 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, because he's going to be in the sky, right? And they also which pierced him, those same people that pierced him. How's that going to happen? I thought those people died way back, because those same people were back in the flesh through reincarnation, all right? Which is another, when we talk about these subjects, you have to know other subjects to understand it, okay? Reincarnation is a biblical concept. There's examples of it all throughout the Bible that Christians just don't understand. All right, and Lord willing, we'll get on that soon. There's a couple, there's so many topics and not enough time, man. I just remembered because, the brother shouted me out, and I was going through my feed notifications, right? And I saw that Elder Manata Zatba left a comment and shouted me out, and I was like, oh, what is this? And I didn't even know until I went on to my page. All right, because I was like, oh, I didn't know that was going to be the thumbnail, right? And if you look, you just saw it pop up. This guy, right, that was commenting on some dude's, he was commenting on Elder Manata Zakba's page. He was commenting on Elder Manata Zakba's page, something about, oh, I disagree with the vegan. And I forgot until the brother did that, all right? And, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham, if you're watching, brother. I forgot that I even said in that lesson I wanted to touch on that guy. All right. So it wasn't until, that brother, shouting the video out and commenting on it that I went over there and looked at the video. I didn't even know it put him on the thumbnail. That's probably why he ended up seeing it in the first place. But, I don't know. You got to be, you don't know what anybody's saying about you, right? If it had a picture of me on it, I'd check it out too. But it wasn't until I went on here and saw him like, oh yeah, I forgot that weirdo guy. All right, that weird feminine looking man. All right, you see him right here, just with his face all weird. And I'll have to go and watch the video to even see who it was, if his channel's even still around. If he doesn't, bitch out and delete his page. He was saying something about, oh, I don't agree with you about veganism, or because the elder brother Manata Zatba was making a video about, the vegan Messiah, and this guy came on. There's several scriptures backing up what that says you can't eat, and then of course the elder shot back at him. I don't know what he said, but it's always something good. So there's so many topics, man, not enough time. I forgot that there's sometimes I try to put it in a video. I'll be like, yeah, Lord willing, I'm gonna say this in the video so I remember tomorrow, and then I don't end up remembering. So Lord willing, I want to touch on that if the spirit's on me, if I remember. The reincarnation, it's been a while since we touched on reincarnation, and we cycle through topics, after a while, and then, so hey, it's coming up. It's coming up. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. Reincarnation, I really like to do that on a day and off, because there's a lot to it, man. There's a lot to it, a lot of explaining to do, and I don't like to have to be limited by time on any lesson really, but there's some lessons you can do when you're limited on time. Other ones, like for example, breaking down the name, I never do that when I'm limited on time, because it takes time and you don't want to have to rush it. Okay, there's just some topics, and that's just the hell we go through in this society. You have to rush lessons, right? It's bullshit, but hey, got to go to work, all right? Never have enough time in the day. You wake up tired, you don't do it, and then hey, that's just how it goes, man. Never have enough time. But a lot of lessons, not enough time, but we're still doing them anyway. And what we might not be able to cover, another brother is. So I might not be able to cover that right now, all right? But another brother somewhere, for example, Elder Manata Zatba the other day was touching about unbelievers and scoffers. All right, would you rather be Elder Yashawamba is touching about would you rather be judged by the law or of Moses or by faith and Yahushai and grace? Let's see, he's talking about the grace period. All right, not by works. All right, you're saved by faith and not works, lest any man should boast. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So and there there's we might not be able to touch on it. But, hey, somewhere out there, brother's touching on that very same topic, okay? Which is great, all right? Call all Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for that. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to those brothers, right? That's why we have to, we're a family, we're a brotherhood, all right? That through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai can touch on all these topics, all right? Even though we all can't, do it at the same time. So truth's out there, man. Look at this whole page. You can find some deep learning knowledge when all these different brothers' pages, all right? But some people just don't want it. It's the simple fact of it. Some people just don't want it. Let's go back. So Revelation 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, And they also which pierced him, those same Edomites, are right back here now. And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So all kindreds of the earth shall wail. They're going to be happy when they see Yahushua coming back. It's Jesus, look. No. It's not how you Christians make it. Look, it's Jesus. And they're all wearing white garments. Come and save us, Jesus. They stretch out their hands, waiting for a Jesus hug. No. No, you can go back to the bottom of this verse. What's going to happen? Let's just read it again. Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, even they also which pierced him. They're going to be stretching out their hands. Jesus. No. And all kindred of the earth shall wail because of him. What is wailing? What is wailing?
Wail.
A prolonged, high-pitched cry of pain, grief, or anger. When they see him, they're all going to see him. When they see Yahushua, they're going to know that he's not Jesus, but in fact is someone that they really need to fear. All right? And it's all going to hit them. They're all going to know. However it works, I'm not the Lord, all right? But I wouldn't put it past the Lord that in that time, they're just going to know. They're just going to know. It'll just click. All right? Because Yahushua can do that. Somehow it's just going to be in their mind. They might not have known all throughout this time, but when they see him, all right, Yahushua, not Jesus. Jesus is made up. That's that Christian made up God, right? They're going to know when they see Yahushua. They're going to know. They're going to know exactly who he is and exactly how bad they messed up. And they're going to wail, right? Snot coming down. Please. After all the, they just got done calling, they just got done being at the bar last week and they called a black man the N-word, right? And then they're going to see him coming. It's going to be bad for you, Esau, all right? But Lord willing, we're part of the elect. We get to be saved from all that. All right, we get to be saved from all that because those people are gonna wail, but Yahushua is gonna say, "Hey, come on up. All right, come up here. All right, Lord willing, we're part of the elect. All right, Lord willing, I myself, you brothers and diligent sisters, right? Lord willing, we make it. That's our ultimate hope." Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people. He's dealing with the elect, right? Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpast. So, and we can prove that further with the scripture we're going to close out with, Revelation 11:12. So the elect's going to be, I hate to say beamed up, even like the Elder Manata Zatba says, beamed up, because beamed up, it is a good term, but it's been associated with, the rapture and like the UFO, like, the beam and the tractor beam and stuff. We don't like to say it. We don't know how exactly it's going to be. Somehow we're going to go from the ground to being in a chariot, right? Whether it's instant and we're changed in an instant. I couldn't really do it. Good snap. Let me try it again. Right? Just like that. And we're just changed instantly and up there. Or there's going to be a process while we're sent out. Who knows? All right. There's not exact details of how that's going to be, but we will be changed while we're in the chariots. We're not going to be standing. I wouldn't imagine that we're going to be standing around. For example, me, Lord willing, I end up being part of the elect. I couldn't imagine me standing amongst, Yahushua and a bunch of other great men, just looking like a Jim from down the street, with my leprous skin. I couldn't imagine it, or any of the other brothers that have, speckled birds. I couldn't imagine it, right? So, right here, Revelation 11:12, and they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. Let's see, we'll just go from 12. Revelation 11:11, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw, and great fear fall. Come on, brain. Let me start over. Revelation 11:11, and after 3 days, after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahweh entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. Had to slow down. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. There you go. All right. Then what happened after that? And the same hour there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. There are 10 FEMA zones. The 10th part of the city falling is synonymous with that. That is that final FEMA zone. That is that's completion. That is Babylon completely destroyed. It says, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. There you go. We got to continue on. Verse 14, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. That World War III. And verse 15, and the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of the Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever. UFO sightings are sweeping the USA. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Because the Lord is making his presence known. The Lord is making his presence known. Okay? And hey, man, the highest will begin. Let's get 2nd Esdras 9:2. All right, it says, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. With handshakes and hugs? No. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Hey, the Most High is making his presence known. All right, Yahushai, he's going to send Yahushai back. Hey, UFO sightings are sweeping the USA, brother. They're always appearing at brothers' camps. All right? So, however many UFO sightings are on that website, just know they're more than that. All right? Because brothers don't run over to a website like that and report it. So just know there's more reportings than that. UFO sightings are sweeping the USA. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.